welcome to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be going over the best things you guys could be buying this week, and then also maybe some things you might want to think about staying away from even though they are discounted. So number one is going to be the Terabyte. This thing is going to be 30% off all of the upgrades and all of the modifications. Now unfortunately, I don't know exactly how much money this is. I even went to my second character, but it wouldn't even let me buy one because I don't own a nightclub. So before you buy a Terabyte, you gotta own a nightclub, and check out all these modifications. This is actually going to be a really good buy this week because the Terabyte itself can be used for a lot of different things, which we'll be talking about here. Look at all these customizations for colors and stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, of course, all of those modifications are not going to help you make money. It's just kind of spending money at that point. But there is a computer located within inside of the, yeah, it's a Terabyte right here. Along with your only ability of upgrading your Mark II oppressor, you need a Terabyte. If you're going to get a Mark II oppressor and a nightclub, nightclubs are really good businesses in the game, you guys. They're one of the best. Check this out. Look at all this stuff we get to do here. You can access your hangar. You can access whatever that is, and then the bunker stuff, and then special vehicle warehouse. And then this right here, client jobs. Check this out. Oh yeah, these this week are dishing out double cash and double RP, giving you around a little over $60,000 for doing a mission that only takes probably no less than 5 minutes to complete. So from there, you guys definitely want to think about getting one of these things, but on the other hand, you got to own a nightclub. So you can't even purchase one of these, from my understanding, without owning a nightclub. And these are kind of new things too, because I did say that I went over to my second character, tried to actually see the price of these vehicles. We know that they're discounted 30% along with all the upgrades and the modifications, so you're definitely going to be getting a deal here. I mean, just think about it. If it was all together like $1 million, 30% off of $1 million is going to let you pay like $700,000. So you could look it up like that, you know, in a sense, if you want to round everything up. So here's the nightclubs. It's going to be the same thing with the mobile operations center, which we're going to be looking at here. So yeah, Terabyte, definitely worth purchasing for the 30% discount. And yeah, so let's move off to the next thing real quick, which is going to be the mobile operations center, which is going to be located once again in the Warstock section. This bad boy is discounted 30% off, worth a whole bunch of money. A lot of stuff that you guys could, I don't know, upgrade in here, I guess. These days, though, in Grand Theft Auto 2025, you just don't see a lot of people at all rolling around in one of these vehicles. Now, back in the day, when the Mobile Operations Center first came into the game, yeah, you'd see these things rolling down the street, and they would have like a full-man crew, because these things are actually pretty brutal. They can take a lot of damage. And also, if you got a couple gunners, yeah, you're going to be destroying things just like a tank or something like that. See, it's got guns on the back. There's a gun on the front of it. It's pretty cool. But do you actually want to be buying this thing? And is this thing going to be worth making you money? I mean, I've used my mobile operations center probably more times for duplicating cars in the past than I have for ever doing anything like this. And even in these missions right here, just to unlock these missions, you have to own a special vehicle warehouse and a CEO office, and you have to steal like up to 32 vehicles from the special vehicle warehouse just to unlock those missions over there on the wall. So if you're asking me, is it worth getting a mobile operations center in 2025? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say yeah, because it's like kind of a waste of money. Now the Acid Lab, it says here that it's going to be discounted 30%, along with all of the modifications and the upgrades. So let's try to find it here real quick. So it does say that it's like 30% off, but like it doesn't say that it's like 30% off here, if this is the right brickade. But it does say it like right there on Rockstar Games website that this thing is supposed to be 30% off. Like, I didn't really could see like any of the prices once again, because I did try to go to my second character. My second character couldn't purchase, you know, a mobile operations center or a nightclub because I don't own, or I mean, or the, you know, because I don't own a bunker and I don't own a nightclub with my second character. So it's going to be like, you know, millions of dollars. But this right here is going to be one of the best buys, I think, this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, is going to be the Acid Lab with the modifications. If you guys get this thing going, fully upgraded and stuff like that, you can make a lot of money. Now, this week alone, we've got double the amount of productivity speed. So that means you're going to be burning and earning a lot more acid to where you're going to be able to sell that stuff a lot faster, twice as fast. And then also, if you're going to be doing resupply missions, those will be giving also double the amount of supplies this week here in Grand Theft Auto Online. So right now, between the Terabyte, the Mobile Operations Center, and the Acid Lab, I'm going to say the Acid Lab is probably going to be one of the better buys because it's not as expensive, most likely, as the Terabyte and stuff like that, which has a lot of other things. Like, you don't need to buy the Freak Shop to own one of these bad boys and start making millions of dollars every day. Yes, millions. Now, let's go over some vehicles real quick. Here we go. It's the Xeno. Look how expensive this is. Over $2.8 million. This is actually one of the more expensive vehicles in Grand Theft Auto right now. 30% off. So you're going to be getting it for a lot less. It's supposed to be 30. Yeah, I don't know if that math is right there, but you're going to be saving a lot of money. Now, about this vehicle, too, got it sitting on some F1s, whatever. It's a little bit slippery. So if you guys have driven, like, the Adder around, this vehicle kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, the Adder. You can see that I'm kind of slipping a little bit all over the place. Even with the F1 wheels, it's really not gripping the wheel, the road the best here. So, it's not going to have the best, you know, acceleration, the best speed, or anything like that, I would say. But other than that, really expensive vehicle. It looks really awesome sitting in your garage. I mean, I got one. All right, another vehicle right here is going to be the Comet S2. Carbio, by the way. This is the Carbio one. Might want to think about maybe picking this up. If you like Porsches, this is the Porsche, the Comet. And then this right here, this is on sale. Don't get this, dude. I have one of these modded. They suck. I mean, just look at it. You think that's a good vehicle? That's not a good vehicle. Come on. Hey, this truck, though, may be promising. You guys might want to think about picking this up. The Walton 35. Right, I mean, L35. I don't know. I'd probably rather just go with, like, a free Sand King XL that you can just get right out there in Sandy Shores. Look at this thing. No, I'm not paying $1 million for this. The Impaler LX. This is supposed to be an Impala or something like that. It's a gangster car. You think that thing goes fast? I don't think so. And then here's another one, too. The Adora. Bro, look how much money that thing's worth. 870. No, we're not buying that. Why would we buy that? Because you can turn it into a taxi? Dude, taxi work is boring as hell. Don't buy that. That's a waste of money right there. That's why we're going over this. The best buys and the worst buys. Right here, though, the Growler. The Growler is pretty decent. And it's at a reasonable price, I would say. I mean, 800 and some. I mean, it's below $1 million. So, you know, 30% off. I don't think it's HSW, though, is it? No, it doesn't say down there. I really like the HSW vehicles because they go faster. All right, now the last one we're going to be looking at is the Nero. If you guys didn't know where the Nero is located, it's located in the Benny's section here for 30% off. There it is. Now, what's really cool about this is you can actually take this car to Benny's and put the Benny's upgrade on it if you want. That's what's really cool about the Benny's cars there. Look at how awesome that thing looks. All pimped out, the red and everything like that. It's just a tiny bit over $1 million. So, in my opinion, the Nero, definitely worth it. Some of the other crap that I showed you, not worth it. Don't buy it. Definitely be thinking about getting that Acid Lab. If not, if you guys own a nightclub, definitely think about getting a Terabyte. Those things are pretty useful in the game. We can use them for a lot of things. Grinding and, yeah, making a lot of money. So other than that, you guys, these are the discounts of what's going on this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, and this was my opinion on what you should be buying and potentially what you should be staying away from. So if you enjoyed the video and it was helpful in any way, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, go check out more videos on my channels. Links are all listed down in the descriptions below. And once again, thank you all for watching, supporting the channel. My name is GRAVESIGHT, the Green Alien, and I will see you in the next one. So peace!